blue in this building.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
First chance to run the offense for Creighton. Over a double block, there's Martin in the back. Emmy Selman, the transfer from Ohio State, with her first rip for Penn State. Holdover from Kirsten Bernthal Booth's team. Resigned after the year to take a job in pro volleyball. Kirsten Bernthal Booth watching her old team from the end line today with Jamie Gordon.
That came from Creighton, but man, she is ready to take over this team.
Stark with the back set for Mendelson, and that goes for her first kill of the year. Stark back to serve at 2-2 in the first set. Over to the right side for Johnson. To 5 sets at Rec Hall, Penn State's home floor. Johnson for a second time, 2 for 2. Well, Martin insists the 1-2 punch last year. It could be Martin and Johnson this year. Oh, big swing for... Came down to Penn State and Texas as the last 2 teams for Kennedy Martin. And the kill is there.
It's a new look for Penn State. Caroline Juravicius, 14 in blue. Into the outside, we saw her on the right side last season for Penn State, winning that national title. But with the addition of Martin, she had to flip over.
And Jillian Grimes, their returning libero, who set it up. Back to the pin, out of system. And Stark over to Juravicius. And off the hands it goes. Here she is again, Juravicius off the hands. A great effort both ways to go get it. Sage Damrow runs it down. Damrow and Brysinger. Seated for that second middle spot. Vacated by Taylor Trammell, who graduated. Mater on the back set. Eva Faldudo, returner in the backcourt for Penn State. Oh, wow.
Martin in on this set, more of a rep, meaning it's closer to the middle on this ball, not a true outside set toward the pin. Although they absolutely could after she led the NCAA in points per set last season, Stark is making it a point to only get Martin going when she has good looks, and that's resulting in high efficiency.
I think she's playing possum a little bit.
Yeah.
With that set at some point. I'm sure we're going to see Martin on a first swing that's been picked up. And Martin has her swing dug. And back to the middle and out. 2-0. Penn State trailed 22-16 in the 4th set. Came back to win that, then take the match in the 5th. Johnson through the double block, got a touch.
With everyone involved, so it's not predictable.
Stark back to Selman on the pin. Mater for Johnson. One more time for Johnson. Over the top for Martin and the tool shot kill. Treating. And sets Johnson. Juravicius transitioning. Grimes covers. Martin on the right pin. 6-6 and can move. Inside that block. Wrestled the outside job away from Abby Hayes, who contended well in the preseason as a freshman.
Of how well was she going to be able to pass as a player that hasn't necessarily trained that, but...
Swiped off the block, but Creighton covers. To Dom Simpson. Jillian Grimes down to get it on the dig. Selman from the back row. And another dig for Grimes. Juravicius out of system. And that's out. There's the first attack error in this match for Penn State. They're hitting .435 as a team. Martin slams it down. Damrow steps in front in the pass. Mater back out for Martin.
She's taken care of.
And Brian Rosen said it to us this week. Yes, we had Nora Sis, who was talked about a lot, deservedly so, but Ava Martin still carried a big load as that second outside last year.
They got big hands right there. Another look at it, see if this was up on the pancake. Based on that. Yeah, that's down.
Only 1 point for that. But they scored twice. Hop down the line on the slide. Martin into the cross court one more time. Damrow there. Connects with Mater. And Johnson dug by Grimes. Martin back row. There's Ava Martin out of the back. Madame Simpson rolls it. Easy pickup for Selman. Oh, Martin having a massive. Didn't want to say, we did see a Husker fan and a Creighton fan high five earlier. And that is a big time block from Selman. So the new players for Penn State. Kennedy Martin with 6 kills. Emmy Selman with a couple, plus a big block.
In the country. Jillian Grimes is not only a phenomenal player, but she's a great vocal leader and captain for this team that they've relied on.
Grimes off target on the pass, so Stark retreats. Finds Martin out of system. Martin on the overpass, couldn't put it down. Madame Simpson into a sticky block for Penn State. Turning middle blocker, Maggie Mendelson off of that championship team. And Emmy Selman, Mark runs it down. So the libero Grimes setting up the offense. Made her out to Madame Simpson again. Turned away. Madame Simpson a second swing. And Caroline Juravicius showing the adaptability to go over to the other pin. And do look for Penn State over there. She started her season with 2 kills. And close early. Midway through the first set. It's 13-13. And Penn State pulled away and won the first set by 7. There's Martin again. Creighton's ready for her in the backcourt with Breisinger on another dig. Waldudo sets up Selman. She's blocked, and that stays in.
Telling Analea Mater, hey, you got to be a little bit more aggressive and right back. Don't be afraid to step up and take balls. I'd love to hear your opinion on how you
back so she can let her setter go set.
Damrow has some experience against Penn State, part of a Wisconsin team last year that was the only Big Ten team to beat the Nittany Lions. On Penn State's run to 19-1 in the Big Ten schedule. Mendelson out in the pin. Middle cycles back to block now. And Stark on at that libero spot.
Turning up the service pressure to not Creighton out of system and not allow those middles to go off.
4 points in a row for Penn State after Creighton took the opening point of the set. And there's the run stopper. Mendelson on the slide. Madame Simpson dug. Waldudo got that one for Penn State, but battled it out with Breisinger all the way to the end as Martin has a 7th kill.
Body down the line. Look where she finishes her arm. Everything about it cross court, but then finishes behind her body to hit down the line.
Slapping herself on the back.
Yeah.
With the follow through. Down that goes. Martin denied. Martin flat-footed. And Juravicius blocked. Juravicius blocked again. Brandui and Mater combining, and this time they slice it past. Juravicius through the block. Terrific hustle. And the dump for Stark ends the point.
What a smart play for the sophomore setter.
I told you she did something on that dump.
Izzy Stark is so much fun to watch because she just makes jaw-dropping play after jaw-dropping play consistently out on the court.
Assists on 21 of the 25 points for Penn. And that is... Back row Martin. Mater hustles up and sets up her middle Reinhardt. Mater with the short serve that Grimes handles. Hop out to the pin. Sizzles one off the hand. Well, it's an opposite and a middle that lead Penn State. Hop with 7 kills. Kennedy Martin with 7 kills. Damrow overhead. Dea Johnson drops the hammer. Well, it's been a full year now since she's transitioned from a middle blocker in high school to an opposite. And expected to be one of their go-tos.
She does everything.
Multi-position, multi-sport star for Penn State. She is going to play basketball again this year, by the way. That's a player/passer. A tape ace against you, or the off-speed in front of you?
I think the off-speed in front of you, because the tape ace, it's like, okay, that's just luck.
Madame Simpson, saved by Grimes. Martin cross-court, and Madame Simpson plays free. Push out for Juravicius down the of Izzy Stark off her National Freshman of the Year run last year. Well, she had to one-arm that one. And free for Creighton. Grimes in front. Largest lead of the set for Penn State at 7. And that's in for Selman.
So there's so much anticipation. Then watch on Penn State's side. And that's what happens when it's that.
Martin gets out of the way. Juravicius shut down.
Ball left inside. Brandewee's got it on lock with that left hand.
But so disciplined as a blocker, Eloise Brandewee. Well, that's outside of him, just like Mendelson will.
You're talking about the versatility of some of these players, and especially at this day and age, it's so rare that you see multi-sport athletes at this level.
And there's a... Oh, the serve was headed long. Stark played it. Mater with the back set and the tap for Brandewee, who stays hot. A long set from Stark to Martin. And Martin finishes, including Penn State to close the year. But Louisville and Nebraska on that list as well. And the run carries on. And the run keeps on rolling for the net swing. Overpass, Brandewee wants it. And they scored again.
Play on Penn State side. First you get an overpass, and then your front court is in the net.
Brandewee and Martin plus that net call make it 7 in a row. It's 8 in a row. Grimes with the set. Martin cross court to stop the long run for Creighton at 8. And the ace puts Penn State up 2. Penn State dancing about it too. Personality will fit right away, but it has. She serves again. Ava Martin puts it away. Juravicius on the high ball. Reisinger right there. Martin cross court. Grimes veers it away. So Penn State out of their offense. Almost scored anyway. Martin pushed to the back. Surviving a serious surge from Creighton. And Martin's not done yet. Brandewee the next closest with 5. Stark retreats out for Selman. And set point. And Penn State a 2-0 lead.
Penn State able to finish points when it matters. Late in set.
Twice. They forced 5th sets in both of those matches. One was against Nebraska, the other against Louisville. Ooh, good effort from Penn State to keep that off the floor, led by Stark. And Johnson tees off. Backcourt attack. There's Kennedy Martin for kill number 10.
She's starting here. She's hitting a big attack, meaning it's a quick attack through the ball where we normally see her out of right back.
We've seen her on both pins. We've seen her in 2 spots out of the backcourt. We've seen her backcourt defense. Joust kept up. Faldudo races in to save it for Penn State. Martin with the roll.
Got to step up here.
Hayes was at the service line on that 8-0 run for Creighton. They got it to 20-20. Another one out of the back for Martin that Dambro gets to. Oh, and back row Ava Martin. Second kill of this set for Ava Martin.
Better job this set. Not just putting more tempo on their serves.
On the bench for Creighton. Mater was ready to cover. Back on her feet. And a free ball for Penn State. Stark for Mendelson. Juravicius line. Hayes gets a swing off out of system. Juravicius again. Damro pops it up. Creighton plays on. Brandewee and Johnson both calling for it. And Martin, a hot one. Overpass. Martin is dug. Jillian Grimes, great work at libero. Damro answers her. Johnson puts it away.
Plays like that to get the crowd involved in it.
Damro whips it out for Hayes. Blocks. Brandewee out in the slide. That worked on the run in the middle of the second set. And that goes down for...
In the country because of how well she's able to drive it back. But watch her also drop it short.
Drives another one back and in. Bunch of heavy stuff early. Martin off the hands. That looks just like her last kill. 12 kills, just one error on the attack today for Martin. Now she serves. Martin, sharp one. There's Nora Wirtz again. Jurevicius back to what she does best. On Fox. A great time for college sports, getting football and volleyball going at the same time. And Ava Martin with her 15th kill to tie it at 10.
Massive for Creighton to get a point, go on another run like they did late in sets 2 and set 1.
Martin against Martin has lived up to it. Ava Martin for Creighton, 15 kills. Kennedy Martin for Penn State with 12. Selman off the hands. Damrow and Hayes come together. Back court for Martin, and it found the floor. Kudo there. Selman denied, punched up and out. Come with Martin at the line. And Kennedy Martin ends it. Selman. Made her up to the pin. Leaves it there for Johnson. He's become more of a tipper, more of a diverse swinger. Selman buries one.
Making Creighton's blockers work hard going side to side.
Tick below that last year. That was good for 12th in the country. Very, very efficient. Johnson, hammer time once more. Sydney Breisinger. Mendelson solo for Brandewie. Ooh, Mater didn't mean to.
Again, oh no. Oh, that's just tough.
Almost the full surrender Cobra on that. That's out for Hayes. Put that in the book as Abby Hayes' first college kill. That last swing. Her reel of beautiful sets is endless.
Truly. Anytime Izzy Stark steps out in the court, that's what we get.
Into the net for Martin. Jurevicius is dug. Hayes got that one up to Martin. They try to climb back from down 3. Selman on the high ball. Tool shot killed.
They need a side out right now just to stall Penn State's momentum. It's going to start with the pass. Ava Martin's got to lock in.
It runs for Penn State at the end of each of the first 2 sets of 5-2 and 7-2 to win. Martin with the big side out.
He's going to rely on her here late. Really high confidence swing at the hands.
I think that's how that goes. Get a bunch of national TV exposure. Mater serving for Creighton. Hop. Martin called for it. Got it. Almost put it down as Stark twists to save it. Then right back to Martin. Made her way back off the 10-foot line. And Martin is closed off by Mendelson.
Those are plays that Penn State needs to have when it's out of system, knowing that they're going to go to the go-to attacker outside.
Penn State trying to tie it. And Martin does at 22.
Creighton's become way too predictable at the end of the set.
Mater hustles up to bump set. It is Martin again, and even out of system, she finds a way. Creighton, one of their go-to attackers with 8 kills. Stark out to Selman. Damrow getting down. This is Johnson with a tool shot kill to bring up set point. Stark on 2.
Has not been too offensive tonight, but does it at the most perfect time.
Award for the kill is the serve. Mater tight. Mendelson. And that floats long. Set. Martin. Damrow digs. Creighton transitions. It's Martin on set point. It's kept alive by Stark. A tough free ball over. Not much Creighton can do with it. With Johnson blocks.
Front row is coming up. Clunch Mendelson working so well with Martin on the outside.
The service line. Jaya Johnson shut down. Juravicius got her. And now with the top 15 match. It's Johnson into the cross court. Selman runs it down. Juravicius out of system, closes it out. The title defense begins with a top 15 win.
Talk about fight for Penn State. Down 4 late in this set, 22-18. They find a way to battle back. A lot of veterans, but there's some really young and new faces in Nittany Lions jerseys that we had some questions about coming in of how they would top 15 team on a national stage. They look just as good as they did then last year.
Emily, really the story all day, that fight at the end of sets. 7-2 run to end the first, 5-2 in the second.
Kennedy Martin was phenomenal this entire match, leading Penn State, but it was everyone.
Saw a lot of Izzy Ashburn when she was the setter for Wisconsin, now an assistant for Creighton. As Penn State starts 1-0.